My name is Keith Hull. Welcome to another NASE Minute. Okay, so it's a random Saturday morning. The weather's beautiful. You got your coffee cup. You go out to the mailbox and you take out this big white envelope, and in the upper left-hand corner, it says Internal Revenue Service. Okay, suddenly the weather's not so good. It's not such a great Saturday. The IRS doesn't send birthday notices, so the letter's probably not a good idea. Maybe you're being audited, maybe they have a few questions. Still, it's very, very uncomfortable. Probably ruins your whole week. What I want to do today is talk to you about preparing an audit-proof tax return. Now, I won't be able to take away all the stress of that white envelope, but I want to make it a little bit easier. Now, first, your chances of being audited are about 1%. The IRS audits about 1.5 million tax returns out of the 150 million that are filed. So basically 1 out of 100. But if you're a self-employed business owner that files a Schedule C and makes about $25,000 a year, your chances of being audited go up to 3%. That's right, 3 times as likely to be audited as the guy that lives next door to you. Now, part of the reason for that is not that the IRS is targeting small businesses. It is that our tax returns are typically a little more complicated. So the key to preparing that audit-proof tax return is to do your homework. Make sure you avoid taking shortcuts. Okay, do the paperwork. Actually go through the process and generate the support for each number you're putting on that tax return. Now, the visual that I want to give you here, which may be the most important part about this process, is think about the individual that is actually auditing your tax return. Now, this is an IRS employee. We think about them as the big bad IRS. They're out to get us. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so scary. But remember, this person is just like us. They have a regular job. They go to work at 8. They leave at 5. They want to leave early today because their kid has a soccer game. So they're trying to just get through the work. If you can sit down with that IRS agent and answer each of their questions with a stack of paper, if that IRS agent asks you about your business use of your car, if he asks you about your home office deduction, if he asks you about the meal expense that you have, if you're able to pull out a colored file folder, slide it across the table that has the exact pieces of paper that you use to generate that deduction, your audit is going to last about 15 minutes. Okay? Now, when is that process best completed? Not 2.5 years from now when you're being audited. Take the time to build that stack of paper while you're doing the tax return. For example, I hear lots of small business owners, when doing their tax return, they tell their CPA, oh, I had about $1,200 in meal expense last year, so let's just use that again this year. Avoid that temptation. Take the time to go through the process, look at your business bank account, add up those receipts, spend some time now answering the questions. If you will, pretend that you're sitting in front of that IRS agent while you're pulling your paper together. If you can answer the questions that you can anticipate they're going to ask while you're preparing the tax return, you're already way ahead of the game. And remember, when you file the tax return on April 15th, you don't get audited on April 16th. It's going to be 2.5 years from now when the IRS sends you that envelope on that random Saturday morning. You're not going to remember why you put $1,200 down on meal expense. So take your time, avoid those shortcuts, do the paperwork, make nice little copies, put a copy of the tax return on top, get some of those big fat rubber bands and wrap all around it, put it in a safe place. Then, 2.5 years from now, got your coffee, weather's nice, you go out to the mailbox and there's that big white envelope. It won't be near as scary because you will have prepared an audit-proof tax return. So if you've got other questions or we can help in any way, bookmark our website at nase.org, and always remember, you're not alone.